Welcome to Biggest Spoilars, the destination for exclusive spoilers, latest updates.
According to the spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas Forrester is tipped to return to Los Angeles, California. In contrast to Thomas, Atkinson's most recent return suggests a different focus. The character, who is frequently volatile, first targeted Brooke Logan because she and his father had made peace. But Thomas's stay during his most recent reappearance was short. So, his fight with Brooke was quickly resolved. However, daytime is not about eating chocolate while riding a unicorn around Forrester Creations grounds. Rather, it is about drama. Stage left welcomes the soon-to-be Hope Spencer. Brooke Logan is a good stepmother. Thomas realized something after his father entered the multi-purpose design room NFC. That came after Ridge Forrester heard a ruckus, which represented Thomas berating Brooke for marrying his dad for a 9th time. Not knowing if Thomas was back from Europe for good and how the effect of his failed engagement to Paris Buckingham was impacting his mind, viewers were engaged. Was that outburst the beginning of a new story in which Atkinson's character would descend and never recover from recurrent mental health issues for months? No. Instead, within the same scene sequence, Thomas responded to Ridge's stern command and saw the soapy light. He gave Brooke a big hug because she has always been a good stepmother to him. Hope never had a romantic relationship with Thomas. This section needed that gut punch opening. It provides clarity and can set coming scenes. Thomas never liked Liam Spencer. As used to be true of Brooke, Thomas saw Liam as unworthy of his spouse. But Hope loves Liam and always has since they were first together. While it's true that Clifton's character treated her badly. His swap of her for Thomas's sister, the just returned from Europe herself, Steffy Forrester Finnegan, created a natural rivalry. Due to Steffy and the feelings Atkinson's character developed for Hope, Thomas's disgust for Liam was understandable. However, those feelings became warped, as the infamous mannequin tale proved. A natural revival of conflict is in place because of the remarriage proposal Hope accepted from Liam. It's important when a great actor returns to a soap opera's cast because Matthew Atkinson is a great actor. This is the case with Atkinson, whose performance as Thomas has deteriorated significantly since he was cast as the recast in 2019. It is hoped that Douglas Forrester and his father will return. Samari is one of the great child actors in this genre. Concerning Thomas, her new lead designer, Deke Sharp, has replaced him at Hope for the future after he suddenly went out on his own. That seemingly leaves one topic for Thomas to fixate on: Hope's reconciliation with Liam. Atkinson's return to the cast should see Thomas back in LA shortly. Major holidays are approaching, with plenty of dramatic opportunities ahead. The glittering skyline of Los Angeles is about to welcome back one of its most tumultuous suns. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers confirm that Thomas Forrester, portrayed with captivating intensity by Matthew Atkinson, is poised to return to the city, and his comeback promises to be a catalyst for a drama of seismic proportions. Unlike his previous, abbreviated stay, this latest re-entry into the complicated world of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers seems primed for a different, and far more dangerous, kind of focus. The stage is set, the players are in position, and the air is thick with a potent mix of romantic reconciliation, paternal pride, and the simmering resentment of a man who feels he has lost everything. From fiery confrontation to a fleeting peace. When we last saw Thomas, his arrival was marked by the familiar, volatile energy that has defined so many of his chapters. His immediate target was Brooke Logan, the woman he has long seen as an interloper in his family's affairs. Her latest reconciliation and remarriage to his father, Ridge Forrester, was a red flag that sent him charging. The scene in the multi-purpose design room at Forrester Creations was a classic Bold and the Beautiful confrontation. Accusations flew, past grievances were dredged up, and the ever-present tension between stepmother and stepson boiled over. For a moment, it seemed we were witnessing the beginning of another long, dark descent for Thomas. Ridge, hearing the commotion, arrived to find his son in a state of high agitation, berating Brooke for what he perceived as her manipulative hold over his father. Viewers were left to wonder if this outburst was the first crack in his fragile psyche, a return to the manipulative and troubled behavior epitomized by the infamous mannequin saga. Was this the start of a months-long storyline delving into revived mental health struggles? Surprisingly, and almost as quickly as it began, the conflict was diffused. Ridge's stern, paternal command cut through Thomas's anger. In a moment of stunning clarity, Thomas seemed to see the soapy light. He turned, looked at Brooke, the woman who has, for all her complicated history with the family, been a constant and often caring stepmother to him since he was a child, and embraced her. It was a moment of genuine warmth and resolution, a rare truce in their long-standing Cold War. But as any seasoned soap fan knows, peace in Los Angeles is as fleeting as a fashion trend. This is a world built on drama, not on idyllic scenes of characters eating chocolate while riding unicorns across the manicured lawns of the Forrester estate. Hope's choice, the true catalyst for chaos. The true powder keg for Thomas's return isn't Brooke, but her daughter, Hope Logan. And it is here that we must state an unequivocal, gut-punching truth: Hope never loved Thomas. This clarity is essential to understanding the coming storm. Their relationship, while intense, was built on a foundation of Hope's grief, vulnerability, and a desperate attempt to move on from the man she has always loved, Liam Spencer. Thomas, for his part, has never held any regard for Liam. He saw him, much as he once saw Brooke, as utterly unworthy of the woman in his life. His disgust for Liam is deeply rooted in the long-standing rivalry between the Spencer and Forrester families, amplified by Liam's perpetual waffling between Hope and Thomas's own sister, Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Thomas's developing feelings for Hope were genuine in their own twisted way, but they became warped over time, culminating in the dark and disturbing mannequin storyline that revealed the depth of his obsession. Now, Hope has fully and publicly embraced her true love. She has accepted a remarriage proposal from Liam, solidifying their family unit with their son, Douglas. For Thomas, this is the ultimate betrayal and supplanting. He was her lead designer, her creative partner, and the man who believed he was her future. Now, he is suddenly single, and his professional role has been filled by Zend Forrester Dominguez, leaving him adrift. With no career to anchor him and no romantic prospect to fixate on, all that remains is the burning knowledge that Hope has chosen Liam. This creates the perfect, naturally explosive revival of conflict. Thomas's return to Los Angeles will almost certainly see him fixate on Hope's reconciliation, viewing it not as her choice, but as a catastrophic mistake orchestrated by the man he despises most. The actor behind the storm, why Matthew Atkinson's return matters. The return of a character like Thomas is only as powerful as the actor who portrays him, and in Matthew Atkinson, The Bold and the Beautiful has one of the most compelling performers in the daytime genre. Since taking over the role in 2019, Atkinson has killed it, bringing a shocking depth, vulnerability, and menace to Thomas. He masterfully navigates the character's complexities, making viewers equally fearful of and sympathetic toward him. His portrayal ensures that Thomas is never a one-note villain, but a tragically flawed human being whose actions, however deplorable, stem from a place of deep-seated pain and twisted love. His return also hopefully signals the comeback of Henry Joseph Samary, the remarkably talented young actor who plays Thomas's son, Douglas. The dynamic between father and son adds another rich layer to the narrative, as Douglas's welfare will inevitably become a point of contention and concern as Thomas's life destabilizes. As the major holidays approach, a time traditionally ripe with family tension, emotional revelations, and dramatic confrontations on soaps, Thomas's re-entry into the LA scene is perfectly timed. The stage is set for a baptism of fire. Encouraging words from his family about moving on will likely fall on deaf ears, met instead with angry threats directed at the life Hope is building with Liam. One thing is certain, Thomas Forrester's homecoming is not a quiet family visit. It is the beginning of a storm, and its winds are already blowing toward a heartbroken, obsessed man's best chance to claim what he believes is his.